Looks like we're live now. Although, I think my mic should be working okay. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Do-do-do-do-do. Eduardo, what's up, man? How's things going? Before I get these prints going, I just wanted to take apart the old frame real quick. I hadn't done that yet. I built the new one while just leaving this one intact because I have more screws, but I need to reclaim my screws. And reclaim my extrusion. Oh, that short piece probably is going to be kind of worthless. It's only 200 mil, I think. Destin, what's up, my man? I liked how these parts look, but man, the flex in them is just too much. Too much. They did look good, though. I can say that. They were good looking parts. And in the trash they go. Extrusion down there. All right. So we're going to start a little simple. I need to level the bed before I do too much else. Let's go to, so first I'm going to go ahead and use Prusa Slicer because that's what I have set up for this printer right now. For anybody new coming in, this is Master Crane. This is my cheap 3D printer challenge printer that I designed from scratch. Been working on it for a couple weeks now, and we're going to test stuff. And I need to go to. I just want a. I guess I could have just poured in a cube instead of doing that. We can just add in a part, can't we? Add shape. No, I do want a box. Add shape to box. We're gonna make the size of it. We'll do 20. That'll scale across. Unlock that. I want it to be 150 tall. We're gonna do this in vase mode. I need to change the printer to crane. Yep. Change all that stuff. 0% infill. Save that. Got that nice bed from Keith. Hooked me up with that. Okay, so we need to go to, we're doing spiral vase mode. Yep, change all that up for me. And then we are going to go ahead and do a brim of 2 mil. We're doing 0 bottom. I guess let's go ahead and do 3. That's fine. We're going to do a brim on just to make sure everything stays connected all right. And we're going to speed it up a little bit. Or no, we'll just do that in the thing. Save that out. So the whole thing I want to do here is I need to figure out, make sure everything is working functionally correct. But I also want to make sure that the little blip I was getting in the benchies is gone. And before I do a full-blown benchy, do a little bit more testing there. So motion, auto home. Switch the camera so you guys can see everything going on here. A little screech. I have not lubed this threaded rod at all, or the lead screw yet. So that's going to be a smidge on the annoying side. That right there. Do need to have this angled because I have not leveled the bed yet either. I have the bed set, I believe, 14 millimeters or 12 millimeters all the way around on all the springs. I measured it. And what are you doing? Where's that hitting at? Seeing. Hitting somewhere? Well, it's just not triggering properly. It's the one issue with having these two bolts a little close together. Not too close. Bring this back up a little bit. Bring this back up a little bit. And let's try to rehome again. Okay. So Y is not homing at all now. And Z is fighting me. Y is Y not? Y is Y. So motion, home, Y. Why aren't you moving? X, Y, Z, Z2, and E. It's locked. Can I move Y? Wonder if it's not homing because the sensitivity is too high. That's a very real possibility because it might be a little tighter than what it was before. So it might be thinking it's already homed. So let's turn that down real quick. Do the power of configuration, advanced, TMC drivers, sensorless homing, Y. Let's go down to 80. Home Y again. No. Okay, so configuration, advanced, TMC, that's what's homing. Let's go, let's just drop it down. We'll go from there. We're gonna have 60. Motion. Home Y. Why don't you want to go home? Yeah, it moves just fine. I guess let's take the threshold higher, I guess? I think I'm going the wrong way. Advanced. Sure, TMC drivers. Or we could up Y a little bit. 50. That's what's homing. Oh no, we want it to be less sensitive, so we gotta take it down. Let's just go something stupid. Let's do like the 20. Nope, still nothing. Why you gotta do this to me? Ugh. Thought everything was working. Apparently not. Devin, what's up? Oh, Eduardo's saying lower the value. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I got it really low now. Configuration, advanced, TMC, that's what's homing. Still not going. It's not even trying to home. That's the problem. It's not too tight. I don't know why it's not even trying to home. Motion, home X, home Y. It's not even trying to home. James, that's part of safe homing. So it raises the Z. So just in case if you were to hit home and something's on the build plate or something, it goes up a few millimeters and then homes X and Y and then it would come down. But that happens whenever you move any one. That's just part of safe homing. This worked before the rebuild. The fact that it's not working now. Let's just reset defaults. Load settings. Motion. Home Y. Still nothing. Why do you move, but you don't home? Just turn it back on again. Keith, yeah, the jumper's still on there, Keith. Yep, it's still there. Well, all I did was translate this from the other frame to this frame. Motion, home Y. That time it tried. Home X. Okay, still home's X. You're still going to move Y. Yep, no issues there at all. Doesn't even try anymore. configuration, advanced. So let's see. So X and Y are at 510, so is Z. Again, when I did the tuning, 90 was perfect on these before. So Keith says, Keith is the all-knowing, so we'll try his. So we're going to remove the jumper. Jumper is removed. Jumper back on. It's back on. Home Y. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Man, if this board died already, I'm going to be so heated. Something shorting it. Take that out. Yeah, that's it there. So for some reason, it's the 5 volt. It was doing it. But that 5 volt was working fine before. Auto home. Wait, no, cancel that. I think this is goofing up again. Motion, home Y. Yeah, it doesn't like the 5 volt anymore. Unless I have it in the wrong port, which very well could be it. I think I do. I think I put the Y in the wrong port. Motion, home Y. Yeah, I put the Z end stop on Y. So now if we do auto home X, home Y, and now home Z. That's what it was. That was my fault. Wrong cable in the wrong port. Well, the right cable in the wrong port. 100% my fault on that one. But hey, this is what happens whenever you build printers until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You miss things. So how close are we going to get with this? Pretty close. We're going to take it down a little bit. So let's go to motion, disable steppers. Start with this corner. Where'd my piece of paper go? Maybe we should keep a little piece around here somewhere. Tear off like this. That's too loose. So we're going to move Z down a little bit more. Okay. Go motion, auto home. Viking, what's up, dude? And Chris, what up? That is. Why is that so crooked? My X is going like that. It is exponentially crooked. And off by tons. Okay, what would be causing that? This is going down more. What if I need to remove those? I have some extra spacers in here that I thought I needed. Let me verify the distance on those. Might need to redo that. These don't have enough. It's only 18 millimeters on that side. So that's why it's so off. So I need to add another spacer on this side. Okay. I can do that. Let's turn this off. Go under here. See if we can't do this an easy way. Yeah, so the side here with the eccentric nuts needs to have an extra spacer in it. Enabling level bed corners. Let me find that real quick, Keith, because I'll add that to my next version. Am I in the Gen L? Robin E3, Marlin. Find level bed corners. Keith, does that take into account the origin and min maxes? Like, can I leave it to the default 30? How am I going to do this? What's going to be the easiest way to do this? I don't know. I've got two 1 millimeter spacers here, which should help out with that. Yes, takes into effect. Okay. You're just going to fall off, aren't you? I need needle nose. There it goes. That might be gone. Oh, there it is. Oh. Probably a better way to do this, but this is the lazy way to do it. Our millimeter spacer here. This washer back on. This on. You back in. And figure out how in the world I'm going to get the rest of this back on there. Not too sure how this is going to work. Trying to do it like this. I do not want to take the bed off because I am lazy. I really don't want to do that. But I'm probably going to have no choice here. Take the bed off then. Okay, I have all that is already correct. I have the min-max set and all that jazz. I could just, I can just do that. Leave one of the points on. And then screw this together. Phillips. Which one? So let's put this one on. That on. Centric nut on. There. Big ass washer. And the M5. Okay, now we can adjust these back to where they were. Wiggle. Now we can put these screws back in. And tighten everything back up again. Let's see how well it moves this time. Yes, these are tiny bed loving screw nuts because it's what I have laying around. We are still a little bit wobbly in the back, it looks like. That's better. It's off by a little bit. Why? It was full willy-nilly there. See how that does. Oh, can't turn it on without power. Motion, auto home, X, Y, Z. Go from there. Hey Aaron, how's it going? X. That's pretty consistent now. Y. I'll take Z down a little further. I want to get those springs a little more compressed. Auto home. More Voron parts. Okay, so let's move axis. Okay, well, clearly that is tight there. Seat back on there. And my piece of paper, where'd that go? Paper, 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 where'd you go? Anybody see where I put the paper? There it is. Fluttered behind me. That's fine for now. Okay, let's do Y now. $60. Crank this one down a little bit. Ouch. And then let's go back here to move X. Here. Okay. Let's move Y back again. It should be pretty good. If we move this to check out center real quick. Got some in there. That'll be all right. It's doing a stupid thing with the SD card now. I got the SD thing again. Need to move to again. Motion. Table steppers. So here like this. See if that works now. Nope. Flip you on this side to this way. And then here, I need to flip the cable there. So I'm just going to snip off the dog ear or the little key thing. Let's put you in this way. See if that solves it. Nope. What if I switch it there and switch the other side? Right now, it's just not reading the SD card properly, and it took me a minute to do last time. Which might be it now here. Just to get the cable a certain way for it to actually finally read the SD cards properly. Why are you saying no media? Why are you still saying no media? Why are you still saying no media? Why did this do this last time? Did this last time and it was an epic pain. I might need to just get a different cable. Yeah, that just resets it. All right, let me grab another cable. See if we can get this working again. Again, it was working before, but the LCD wasn't mounted and I needed longer cables. So when I switched it, I seem to have screwed it up. I have not worked on the ABL yet, Aaron. Excuse me. I have not really had time to play with it, sadly. I want to, but it's just not working out. That Okay. So it says no media. Okay, fine. So let's flip this cable here then. Nope, that's not going to work that way. Okay, so no bueno on that one either. I need to find a cable with a different stick, and this one I will use the same. Nope, this one's different. Let's try this one then. So if you're gonna go this way, you're gonna go this way. Okay. That accepts. I do whenever it's working, Aaron, but I know that whenever it's not working, it's doing this funky bit. And I know when it's in wrong, it won't let it happen. So, running out of ideas here. What was so special about those other cables I was using? Those shorty McShorts. I mean, nothing really. They're just a pair of short cables. Are these them? Maybe? For them, I had the pins facing each other. So if I put all this out again, so I keep cable managing too early. What if I flip this one as well? To go like this. No, that pin is still on the other side there. So I need that like that, and I need another one like this here, like that. So this is EXP1 to 1, and then 2 is overdoing that one like this. No. So let's flip 2 around first. Nope, not at all. Okay. Let's flip 1 around. And then let's do 2 this way first. Okay, let's flip 2 around now. I thought I remember them being kind of awkward in there. Okay, let's see what happens. NVIDIA fixed it. Oh, that sucks, dude. It does, Keith, but this worked before. So it worked with these little short cables, but I need longer ones on there to get it working again. And it was consecutively working before. You try it with no thing in there. I might have to just take this off and put it on the small cables just to confirm I'm not going mad. Yeah, because when I do change media, it just goes away. So, yeah. You done with that? So I'm gonna put on the short cables and see what you away, put you away. Oh. Take these off. Okay. I get the short pair out again. They were going pinned to each other, which is not this pair. This one? No, not that one. Oh, crikey. Did I put them someplace else? I don't think I did. So it's just. I also have probably way too many ribbon cables now. But you never know what a build's gonna need. Only two short ones that I have. Just to check my desk. I'm not seeing any, so they must be it. Nope, here they are. They're down here. I put them to the side. Put them to the side. So yeah, these were going inside to, I guess they were going inside to outside. Both going that way. So EXP2 is going like this. And one is going like this. Clearly not chain. Let's flip one around. Not at all. Okay. So let's flip one this way. So I'm actually pretty certain they were both toppled over each other. That and that. And this is two. This is one here. Let's do one like this. Let's do two like this. Nope. Flip one around. It's some combination of the 12. See, there it is. Yeah. So now you see it's right there. Okay, so what's the difference in these cables then? Oh my god. Okay, so get a piece of paper. Where's my little board at here? Board. Two, and that's one. We've got red there and red here. They have tab there and tab here. And the LCD, this is, look at it from here, it's 1 and 2. We've got red, red, tab, tab. So I need to find 2 cables that match up with this, I guess. So again, so this is the way that works. Now I need to find cables that match it on the longer ones. So you're Shorty McShort. I don't need you. That's Shorty McShort. These 2 are longer. So that's 1 there. So 1, 2, 1. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna mark on these cables. So 2, L1. This is board 2 and board 1. Okay. So we need these new cables to go. We've got 1 and 2. Red needs to be top left. So not that. Not this. So this does not work at all, Shane. What about this one? Yep, this works here. So there's 1. And then 1 needs to go like this. Whoops. So just throw it. That works too, you know. Get mad. All right, so 1 goes like that. Okay, so that should be 1. And then 2 needs to go like this. Red there. And then here, upwards like this. So these look exactly the same then. Well, mostly the same. No media. Because the way that these are pinned are different than the way that these are pinned. I don't get that at all. I really don't. And simply flipping the connector doesn't work on either side. Try flipping the 1 here. See what happens. Oh, that went somewhere. Oh, that just boot loops it. Try different cable then. Well, we know 1 works. Just getting a cable for 2 that works. Another semi-long one. Red needs to be on that side, which none of these are. So maybe this is the one I need here. Snip this one off here. That's violent. So snip that off there, and then here. Red needs to go there. See if this works. Yeah, I am messing with EXP2, Aaron. No media there. That doesn't do it that way. Yeah, that doesn't do it either. So that one's no bueno. I don't get, what is it about the pinout in these that's different than everything else I have here? Just that, and then this way, this is not going to work. Fairly certain this is not going to work. No media. But watch, if I take off these ones, and I get the L2, the LCD number 2, and put it to board 2. I've done cold boots too. Yeah, see, that works. It's this cable. Turning it off and back on. Which one of these match now? So you don't match. Do you match? If I do this here, I put this one like this here, and I boot it up. It doesn't reboot, so it's in the right direction. If I go here, no media. No media. The LCD cable works, just none of the other ones do. One more. So you go this way. Okay. And here you go this way. Well, that matches. Still no media. Still no media. I mean, these are exactly the right, these are the exactly same pinout as the other ones. They even goes the right direction. Like literally everything is exactly the same. I can't flip the connector keys because then it just resets. Watch. So power it off. And I'll flip EXP2. Okay. All this is going to do is make the encoder reboot the system, because it's going to give it a short. Or not boot at all. Yeah, see, every time I turn it, boot, 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 boot. Robert, you're telling me there's something wrong with every single one of these cables. Is that what you're telling me here? Because I'm sorry, but I don't believe that for a minute. That every single one of these cables is bad. Well, I just broke it. One way to make sure it's clipped on there tight. Hey, Darren. I do not. It's not the LCD. It's the damn cables. So I'm gonna try. That cable's kind of shot now. I want to flip these. So let's put the cable from 2 to 1. Okay. Now let's put the cable that was in 1 and 2 to 1 the other way around now. See if swapping the cables does anything. Media. I'll take off 2. I'll get the short cable. LCD number 2. Here to do. And there it is. Works just fine with the short cable. Yeah, they have to be terminated differently, is what I'm guessing. So I guess I'm just gonna re-terminate one of these, which I have not done in a while, and I'm probably gonna break something. So let's turn this off, and let's terminate a cable to be exactly like this one. So, okay. Let's flip this side here. See if I can do this. Okay, there's one side. And then other side. And that side did break. Well, oh well. Wow, so I had to open one of these up. Totally broke it. I guess we'll just be epoxying this one when we're done. Super glue it if it ends up working. Okay, so pull this off. Come on. Little bugger. Where'd the other screwdriver go? It's totally jacked. So, pull that off. Flip it over. Try to line it back up properly. Hope it's straight. Because I have no idea how to like officially do this properly. Oh, that's crooked as all hell. Oh, let's see if that helped fix it. Maybe. Probably not though. You're gonna go in this way. And you're gonna go in this way. No media. Okay. Let's flip ends. Go here to here. Get out of my own light. No, not that way. Oh, I put that in backwards, that's why. Yeah, ribbon cables is a hard outside of my comfort zone. No media. Not at all. So that did not work at all. And I probably trashed it, which is very, very likely why it's not working. Yeah, I trashed that one. That's gonna go to trash now. Let's try one of these like stupid long ones that I have here. These are for other printers. Yeah, they're just wicked long ones. I don't want to waste it on this printer. Why can't the LCD cables just be the same? Why is there just no freaking standard? Even if I flip this, it's not going to work because it's going to reboot on me. Yep, like that. And then if I also try doing this up here, let's do it this way. See what happens. Yeah. Darren, I just tried flipping a connector on the one end instead of just doing it, and that did not work, dude. I just tried it and I killed the cable. Where's my short at? So we got the one end. No, not you. That last one was my only chance, I think, at getting this right. It's this way. It's like this one looks identically the same. So here's this one here, okay? We've got the two cables. So this is my good cable here. This is the other one. We're the same way, red pin, red pin. Go the other side, same way, red pin, red pin. So theoretically, these cables should be identical in them. Theoretically. But if I go to plug this sucker in, if I do like this, which how does that go in there? That goes in upside down like this. Okay. And then it goes to the board like this. Okay. That's on there. If I boot this up, again, those cables looked exactly the same. No media. Can't get to the SD card. Those cables are exactly the same. Why do they not work? What is so magical about this cable? We have like these shielded ones, but they're all stupid short, so that doesn't help me at all. Why? Like, why? Why always me? No, Aaron, I've not. All right, so here it is without the SD card in the board. Let's see there, it sees it now. But if I don't have the SD card in, I mean, I guess I just have to put it in to load more firmware on it. Right? Jack, no, I don't have any other LCDs to try. This LCD works. It works with some short cables that I have. Okay, I have a matched pair of short cables at work. I'm trying to put a longer pair of cables on this. Now, here's a question, because I honestly don't know the answer to this. Will it pull firmware from the SD card in the LCD, or do you have to have does it only pull the firmware from the chip in the board? That's the question. Because if I can just run this, then I don't really care. Sorry, Keith, if you said that earlier, dude, I did not see it because I'm a little... You know how I get. You've been to enough of my streams. So it will not pull firmware from that. Well, Keith will try for me. I mean, I can just leave that one in the back. It's really tight. Like I'm gonna have to use needle nose pliers to get that out because I can't fit my hand in where it's at. But I still don't understand why does it work with the short pair and not work with a longer pair, a longer set of cables. That look honestly identically. The connectors are all in the same orientation. The pins are in the same orientation. Why don't they match up? There has to be a lack of standard in cables, is all I can think. Oh, it pulls from there? Awesome. All right, Keith, that's a good deal. So I'm going to pull the SD card out of the back then. Maybe. I don't know if I can get it out, to be honest. There we go. And there it went. There to go. Ugh. Now I can remount this. All of this was just so I could mount my LCD up here. Stupid crap I do just to make things work. I mean, that was legitimately, what, half an hour of dicking around with that just to get it to work. So what I'll do is I'll pull my firmware onto this SD card then. Usually doesn't work on other boards. Okay, well, again, maybe it's just because this Robin board is so weird. But before I tie those down again, let's do a auto home again. Make sure everything goes back to where it should. Okay. Let's go temperature, preheat PLA, preheat PLA. Change that. So configuration, preheat PLA config, 60. Change that in my thing here as well. So F PLA. There it was. Change that to 60. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the Robin does work with the 2004. It's actually very easy to do with that one, but it's just a little weird. Darren, you might want to relaunch the stream. I've had that happen to other people. My bitrate is pretty much locked at 2.6 megs. But yeah. I mean, this thing heats up pretty nice and quick. I like it. Let me get you guys zoomed back in here. Turn this way. So I'm wondering if the max I can get is 50C on the bed. Because it is taking its sweet Georgia time to get there. I'm going to turn off the fan. It also could be an insulation issue, which I think I have some insulation tape downstairs. I could put some insulation tape over that heater, and it's like AC insulation tape. Yeah, see. I wonder, Aaron, does yours get up to 60C? Or I probably should just PID tune it. But the problem is, I can't get to the, maybe I can get to the thing? Maybe I just need to PID tune it. But I don't know how I'm going to get to that. So let me figure that out real quick. I need a U. Or do I have a cable out for that already? I do. I have this one. Let's put you back. See if I can how to get you in there. Big side on top. There we go. Okay. So let's get pronter faces up and you guys can see. Let's go this way. Printers, dang it. Here on yours is 65. Okay. Let's connect. Actually, it's probably 11. It's going to freeze it up. Dang it. PID bed temp is enabled. I remember I did that a while ago. It's going to be 9 or 11. It's going to be 11. Let's connect. There we go. So that's what, M303 E -1 S60 cycle 8, right? Yeah, that was it. Yep, that was it. Honestly, I remember that. Hot dog. So we'll give that a minute to run. So yeah, so also I'm going to be doing a little bit around the shop tonight. If anybody has any questions on anything, whether it's 3D printing or things I'm working on, please feel free to go ahead and ask. Happy to answer anything that, or most anything, I guess. There's some things I just don't talk about, but most anything. If anybody has a question on, I do need to organize kind of the back there because I have just too many printers stacked up at the moment. I need to work on this week is the G-Tech A10 is running stupid hot, and I can't figure out what's wrong with it. The extruder is getting up to like 95C. I have A498 drivers in it, and they are tuned all the way down to 0.43 VREF, and that extruder still gets insanely hot. I'm really not sure what's causing it, to be honest. I think I was going to go ahead and throw in 2208 and see if it persisted. The board should be fine, but another concern of mine is that the board is fried. It's an MKS Gen L, and I don't remember having issues. It came off of the I put it onto the HE3D K280 Delta printer, and that seemed to work. It's hitting 60 now, so that's good. It worked in the Delta printer, but once I put it into an i3, it's just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go crazy. So, which is my favorite. Robert, this is the MKS Robin E3. So it's a very, very tiny board, and it has integrated 2209 drivers, so I have sensorless X and Y on this printer. Going back up, Aaron's saying where I am with the BLV MGN cube. All right, so the cube is almost done. Let me grab some parts here to show you. So here I have the custom flex plate from Enertech. So it's double-sided. So, whoops. Sorry, clip go. So one side is a PEI sheet. The other side is their, they say powder-coated texture. It's really rough though, but they say it's powder-coated on one side, PEI sheet on the other side. They also, it sent me 2 magnetic build sheets, or 2 magnetic sheets, got the 3M sticky on it. So those are what will stick to my build plate, which just came in today actually. And here I have my custom 6 mil thick aluminum build plate. Now this is a tooling plate, and they guarantee its flatness, apparently. This is from Midwest Steel and Aluminum, I think is what that says on there. And it's supposed to be insanely flat. If I can get this off here. Yeah, and it is 342 by 342, so it's 13.5 by 13.5 inches. This gives me, that was the max travel distance on X and Y on the BLV that I could get in a build plate, and that's why I went with this one. It's massive, but there's got some 2 hefty Z motors, and it's on linear rails, so I really have no worry that this is gonna easily move it. And I've seen lots of people use 6 mil before and not have problem, but yeah, I'm really excited for how flat this is supposed to be. And I mean, obviously to the naked eye, it looks doggone flat. But so what I'll do is I also have a custom silicone heater that will fit this perfectly, and it already has the cutouts for where I need to drill the holes in this in order to fit onto the MGN cube. So I'm just waiting for that to come. I will just clean this off, slap it on, and then drill and countersink my holes, and then get that. But yeah, this is going to be pretty sweet, I think. And another test I want to do is, I guess I could do it right now actually. So set this here. Will you not crush Master Crane, please? I bought these insanely strong magnets, and I'm curious if it will hold the build sheet through the aluminum. They are really, really strong. So there's the build sheet on the aluminum there. And I take off one of these. I need to put the other ones away. Really feeling anything through it. I mean, it holds itself. Like, it holds itself because it is holding on to it. But I'm wondering if an array of them would be enough. Yeah, see, it just pulls it away there. I'm wondering if an array of them would be strong enough to hold this on. And that I just don't know. It would be pretty sick if it could. But this plastic on here is not really helping at all. It wants to hold on to it. Maybe it would be better without the protective plastic on. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know. I wanted just to try it out to see what would happen. But these magnets are insanely strong. But probably not strong enough to get through this. Oh man, one broke. Damn it. That's okay though. I'll be okay with the magnetic sheets because the build plate is so flat. They won't really have any inconsistencies as long as I put them on flat. So the last thing I'm waiting for on the BLV is some of the LEDs to come in. And they supposedly, the seller says they arrived in May. I have yet to receive them. And I'm waiting for the silicone heater to come in, which I'm hoping is next week. And then I'll be able to continue on with the BLV. David's asking, is Megatron build finished? Yes, it is. It is right over there. I actually had to work on it the other night. Oh, you guys are not looking at that camera. You look at this camera over here. Anyways, yeah, it's finished. I just had to replace the bed because the bed went bad on it. It already was bad. So that is done. I am very close to publishing the files. I just need to finish exporting everything as an STL so that I can upload the Fusion file and all the STLs. And then once all that is exported and ready to go, then I can upload it to Thingiverse. Real quick, let me just add this stuff to let's see here. The bed, and we're going to be a value of, let's see, KP is 67.27. Do 11.50 and 2262.45. I was going to do the hot end real quick. I think I did it, but I'm just going to do it again just to kind of like be sure with it. Kind of go from there. How is it going to be the application for the challenge printer video? So Eduardo, I honestly haven't figured that out because not everyone, like I'm trying to make it so everyone can do something. If you can build it, great. If you can just design one, great. You do need to be able to submit the STLs or the Fusion file so that me and whoever I choose to help me judge on this can actually check it out, make sure everything functions properly and looks like nothing collides, and that it would work if it was just a design. And if it actually does print and you did build it, you'll need to submit a few test prints and things like that. They'll be quick and easy things to print, like a benchy, maybe an overhang test, quick and easy things like that. And then you submit it with your specs. So that's kind of pretty easy to go through. I'm not 100% sure if it's Mix 6. I just know it's tooling plate. And from the other large printer builders, Volrons, BLVs, and other ones, they say they use that type of plate. Point, Aaron, I did not think about the silicone heater being on there as well. So, yeah. Didn't think about that. But yeah, the bed on the Ender 3 is 3 mil. 4, I guess, if you count, or 4.5 if you count the magnetic sheet on it. But I did not think about the, what's it called? So this just says it's a cast aluminum plate. I don't know, Midwest steel and aluminum. It was cheap. It was $35 for a custom cut. I was like, yes, please. But yeah, I also did get a new big sheet of Gecko Tech. I needed a new big sheet of that. Small sheet of Gecko Tech that I needed. I say I got to figure out what's going on with that other printer, because I don't know why the extruder is getting so hot on there. Kind of sounds like a Keith question. And it is also, it's Marlin 2.0, so I'm wondering if Marlin 2 is not like jiving well with the older MKS board. But I have assurances from other people that are using the board with Marlin 2 that it works. I just don't know. Ooh. Still running. We got went from a 7-degree swing down a 4-degree swing, 4-degree swing, 3.5 degrees. Now we're down to almost 3 degrees. So it's getting closer. Keith, yes, I did. I tried 3 different A498s, and I went ahead and readjusted them each time down to the 4.5. They are cheap to replace, but again, I'm trying to like use the bare cheapest thing I can to get that thing to work. I do have, as you told me I should not have bought, but I do have the MKS S Gen L version 1 here that I can throw some things in and try that. So that's an option. I was just trying to hold on to old boards so that I could use them. But again, it's just weird that I did not get that same issue on the K280, but I get it on this one. So maybe I had it on the K280, I just didn't know it. So, but yeah, maybe I'll try this out. I mean, I can use the exact same file. I just need to change out the board type and then upload, and should be good to go. What is the hot-in on Master Crane? Master Crane is a E3D V6 clone. I found a really, really good one for a few bucks on AliExpress. It comes with the cartridge thermistor, just like a traditional E3D. It's a full-length heater block, just like the E3D V6. A lot of the clones, you can tell they're a clone because the block is shorter than a real E3D V6. So you have to have 2 different silicone socks. But now I can use real silicone socks on this one. I like it a lot. I'm quite surprised. All right, there we go. So we got our new values here. Put those in the thing here. So they're pretty close. So we're at 25.13. I was at 1.08, 1.96, 114. Going down to 80.59. Okay. All right, well, let's build this and go from there. Disconnect from you. Just want to do a build first before I do an upload, make sure it builds properly. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Building, building, building firmware is so boring. I also can try the bed thing that you talked about, Keith. The leveling bed thingamajigger. All right, that built. So let's upload and see if it detects the port. Because it doesn't always do that. Nope. That's fine. I'll just grab it. So I just need to right click. And we can go in File Explorer. We just have to go to PIO, build, probably 3. And then I'll take out this SD card. Put it in here. Company 3.bin. Okay. And then reboot. Power on. Ooh, it's updating. Hot dog. See, Aaron, now you don't need to have to get to your micro SD card anymore. I'm running bug fix on this, which the one just before the official release of 2.0.6. Advance, initialize EEPROM. Settings. It took. All right, let's try to print again. What's worse can happen? Let's go back to here, I guess. Watch that start up while I move some other stuff around. Again, if you have any other questions, please feel free to holler them out while I continue to move things around. Oh, I did get, I've got actually a couple free things recently from AliExpress. I guess because they knew things were taking so long to ship. So I did randomly get a free 3D touch from one of the vendors. I don't know which one sent it to me, but that came for free. And then today in the mail, I got a free flashlight, a power beam flashlight for your bike. Yeah, I didn't order this. Came to me from their warehouse in Kentucky. I don't know why they sent it to me, but they did, and I have it, so I don't know what I'm going to use this flashlight for, though. Let's see what's going on here. A little far from the bed on that side. Shooting yet? Pulling filament, it's not to the nozzle yet. I kind of forgot to prime it. wiggling a little bit loose. I don't know why. Need to fix that bed. I don't know why it's doing that. That's stop print. Stop print. There it goes. Almost there. So I don't know why this bed is still a little bit on the loose side. Just a little bit. It's enough for me to notice. Adding in that extra spacer did not do me any favors. It is tight. Let's turn it off for a second. Just make sure it's tight. Bigger screwdriver this time. Better. I think I did it right there. Did I do it? It is loosening that up though. That's no bueno. That's way better. See if that lasts. Let's try that again, shall we? Spacers, yep, lots of spacers. I need to change up my startup G code, I just remembered, because now I have a bed in there. And I don't know if I have the bed enabled. I do not. I need to turn that on now. Bed. Just my profile here. 60 and 60. Save that. Kind of go from there. spitting out filament. That's a positive. This filament's going to be a tad on the translucent side. I was trying to avoid that. I wanted something pretty opaque to be able to show any irregularities in the print. But it's so quiet. I mean, granted, I have RTX voice on, but you can hear the fan as I'm talking. That's this little goofy 30mm fan that comes on there. It's just insanely loud. Other than that, it's dead quiet. Even more so when I get it up off the plastic table. This hollow plastic table just echoes the sound immensely. First layer. Definitely not the best, but it's pretty nice. I need to sneeze. Hang on a second. Phew. I saved all you headphone users out there. That's definitely something no one likes when you're watching a stream and whoever you're watching sneezes while you have headphones on, blow your eardrums out. Yeah, I got to get some of these things moving along here. These projects taking a little longer. I left. Oh, one thing I did get is I did get my motor driver. So this is going to be for another project coming up, which I have no idea if it's going to work or not. Let me give it a shot. And yeah, so here's the motor driver. It's got an RPM readout on it, on-off switch, potentiometer. So instead of kind of building my own, thought I would just go ahead and get something pre-made that would work out. And the goal is to make my own filament winder for the palette. So what I can do is I can combine all of my extra spools, but right now you need to wind it by hand. And the idea behind it is that I can set the DC motor with the potentiometer and I can get it to match the speed that the palette is pushing out, theoretically. So I kind of want to do that, but I still need to design the actual winder itself and everything. There's a lot I have to do with it, but I needed to get the hardware, and I ordered that back in April. Or yeah, it was April I ordered that, I think. Pretty constant there. Fans at 100% on this here. And this is just going to be a 150mm tall cube. So actually we're going to go ahead and crank it. This may go a little bit faster. This is going to take a minute, but I needed to get to be at least as tall as that benchy there. I needed to get up to the top of the doorway. So for anybody that didn't see before, so this line right here, I'm getting on all my benchies, all the same place. And the last benchy, this is the best one. Again, this is translucent filament. It's just what I had loaded up. The line is there. You can see it. It's not as pronounced, but it is there. So the question is something here screwing up at a certain layer height that's causing that? Or is it bad G-code? I don't know what it is, so we need to do more testing to figure out what is causing that problem, because I just don't know what it is. No, I don't have, do I have the I don't have those together, do I? Let me make another scene here real quick. So I do this, and we duplicate it. Small DSLR. It is not. It is clean, but it's not lubricated yet. Here, I want to keep that. Delete the window capture. Do here. Copy that. Paste it there. There we go. So now we have. You can watch me and watch the printer at the same time. It also could be a weird Z banding that I'm not seeing yet. I'm hoping that this taller cube will let me see that. Well, I'm the best. I have some 3-in-1. I have some 3-in-1 PTFE lubricant that I could always use. Where are you at? You're gonna focus on there? You focus here? I have this. This is what I've been using on all of the linear rails. And I think I have something else. I don't know what it is though. But I do not specifically have sewing machine oil. Tools here that need to put away as well. And then again, I decommissioned, for anybody that doesn't know, I basically decommissioned the K280, and I'm going to make a couple other printers out of the shell of it. I got this great big heated bed for it. I have no use for it at all. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. Because I don't really see myself building a giant Delta. They're just way too much hassle, in my opinion. They're not really worth the work. So there's like one line in there I'm seeing, oddly enough. It might be a second one. There well could be some form of slight banding in it. I do have another thicker oil that might work. I could try. But again, I'm kind of stepping through this. I don't want to do too many changes at once. I want to see what all changes in this, what all has issues. You know, I do like my design. I think it's nice and simple, but if it doesn't work properly, then kind of SOL. Everything looks like it's lining up properly. It's really hard to tell, honestly. Sometimes on some of the machines that you build, especially like custom ones, it can get pretty tough to figure out. I mean, I think it could be. I don't think the back of the Z plate and the Z motor, I don't think that they are aligned perfectly. I am fairly certain that my Z needs to be out more. The motor needs to be out more because between the bottom and the top, I've got about a millimeter of difference across 200 millimeters. I have a millimeter of difference. So again, that is 100% a design flaw on my part. You know, this isn't obviously the most accurate way, but like if I look right here, I'm at 53.6, and at the top here, I'm at 54.4. So not even a full millimeter of difference, but it is a difference. Definitely getting there. One Raz, what's up? I never knew that, Darren. The black marker, like a black magic marker? Or like a kid's marker? I could, Keith, or I could just print a new Z motor. I mean, it's a super simple design, the Z motor bracket. So if it is too close at the bottom, I always could add a little bit more to get it out. I might ask for someone else, he knows who he is, to look at my design and see if I did something wrong in there, which again, I very well probably did, but I might need another set of eyes to look at it. I will say the flashing lights is very distracting. I didn't make any kind of cover for it because I just wanted something super simple. Coming along pretty good. Oh, what else do I need to move around over here? I did get these as well. The BLV also uses some soundproofing. So it uses a couple acoustic tiles in it. And I did get mine in, but they are shipped rolled up. So I think I'm gonna unroll them and try to get them flat. And then I need to figure out where to get some, like, what's it, Super 66, the spray glue. See, that one they rolled up, this one they folded. It's like equally as annoying. Are these even the same? Yeah, they are the same. Look the same though. Just because it's been rolled up, it's all goofy. I get these stacked and flat. Magic marker. Yeah. I'm showing a little bit of my age. And then there's this one. Like, one came rolled up, one came folded in half. This one came rolled up and folded. These just need to sit out for a while so they can expand back to their true forms again. Probably should have did that earlier today so I could it's looking so clean. We're almost there. Actually, no, we're past that point. Maybe I just need to reslice the benchy. But I also got Aaron's for his printer, since it's also cantilever, he sent me his idea maker profile to like play with, and I got it loaded in. Changed some of the settings, changed some of the filament settings, but I have not done a print with it yet. So maybe I'll try a benchy with idea maker once this is done and see how that goes. Ethan, what's up? Do I have the Palette 2? Yes, I have the Palette 2S Pro. It was sent to me by Mosaic Manufacturing. Grant asked if I like it, and the answer is yes. And I like it more than the Prusa MMU2. Although, with some of the advances that Marlin has been making, and they've been integrating stuff for the MMU2 in it, it might be interesting to play with it again. Or like a DIY build of a MMU2. But that will be definitely on a way later date, because that is going to be a butt ton of work. I mean, the regular palette too was a butt ton of work. So me getting back into that would just be kind of silly, because I am not ready to take on that type of time commitment of troubleshooting something, because the MMU2 needed a ton of troubleshooting. Oh, the guy did sell it too. He got it working. They've done updates to it. He reprinted some new parts in it. It also got damaged in shipping, so he reprinted a bunch of new parts for it. And he is getting it working so far, so, you know, cool for him. Did he get the hub too? I was having trouble with my palette, and I was wondering if the hub would help. I saw the price went from 80 to 60. So Ethan, the Canvas hub is just a Raspberry Pi Octoprint using their Canvas hub plugin. So if you have the if you have a Raspberry Pi 3 hanging around, just install Octoprint on it and then look for the Canvas hub in the plugins, install that. That's what I have. So the Mark 3S has a Raspberry Pi with the Canvas hub installed on it, and I connect to it. Does it make the workflow easier? Absolutely, because I like going in Canvas, and once you slice your object, you hit export, or you can hit like send to the Canvas hub. It sends to the Canvas hub, which sends to the printer. Well, it controls the printer and it controls the canvas at the same time. Now, if you have a power outage, you're completely screwed with the palette, which sucks, but either way, it's a one click and it starts printing. You just have to go and do the manual intervention with it, but I like it a lot. Does it make it any better? No. I did my first dozen prints were without the hub. I just did it to make my workflow easier. So that's why I did it. Thoughts on Heed Desolation? Oh, the Deltesians. I have not seen much on those at all, Brandon, to be honest. It's kind of like one of those black magic things I'm perfectly fine without diving into. This on low, bring some fresh air in from outside. It's getting a little toasty in here. Well, looking at this now, there's not a whole lot of space for insulation under there, unless I put in those stronger springs, which would give me a larger gap between the carriage and the build plate. It look, I mean, like I said, from the very tiny bit I've seen of it, Brandon, it is 100% voodoo magic, and I'm okay without that in my life right now. The constant back and forth with GearBest. Trying to get some new printers to check out on the channel, but they are just not making it easy on me here. Belt printers, awesome sauce. So he is actually doing he's doing a Prusa Bear conversion to a belt printer, which looks super cool. And those, I haven't seen the dimensional accuracies of those printers. so I can't really say how well they are for like mechanical parts, but he's printed out a lot of stuff on it. My thing is just it's the what's it called, the time it takes to tune something like that. I just can't imagine what it is. There's another guy building a Core XY built printer on YouTube. I've been watching him for a little while now, and he's been tuning that thing for a long time. I don't know. It's super cool. Again, voodoo type magic of a printer, but it's more the time that goes into developing something like that until he gets like super squared away with it. And now you've got Creality trying to clone that and put out a belt printer. They have worked with him. I saw that Naomi said that she is working with him, and he's acknowledged that Creality reached out to him to help with it. Making something like that is going to be, number one, expensive because they don't want everybody to buy it. And two, you're going to buy that and have zero support from Creality. I think that's going to be that's a tough sell. That's a very difficult printer, in my opinion. Having never used it, but only seeing it at IRF and seeing his prints online. Being able to print something that's 8 feet long in one piece, super cool. But other than that, you know. Oh, he did post a video on it? Okay, I haven't seen anything from him in a while. I think I'm subscribed to him. Knack. I was not subscribed to him. Videos. Oh, I did see it pop up today though. But yes, I did see it in my other ones. Yeah, 4 hours ago. The prototype in action. So I'll have to look at that. I have not. It just came out. It's got 600 views on it. I have not seen that at all. Yeah, but he hasn't posted. That's the first video he's posted in 6 months. It's been a long time since he's posted anything. I mean, also not everyone posts super frequently. I get that. I mean, I haven't done a traditional video in a while. I've just been doing these live streams. Oh, it's just a time lapse? Okay. Well, that kind of bums me out. Like I like to hear him talk about it. Like the dude is basically the authority on it. I would like him to talk more about it because he could be that one person everyone looks to. It also could suck for him if he's that one guy that everybody looks to. Like, oh hey, come help me with this and all that. And I'm actually debating on taking down a few of my videos because I've been getting so many emails and messages about some old videos that I've created for things that just don't exist anymore. Like the Cube 3 hack that I did, or that I showed. A lot of people think that I created that hack, even though I say in the video, I did not create this. I'm not responsible for this, anything of that. Like I found it online and I'm just testing it out. I get so many emails per week of people like, hey, do you still have this? Hey, is that working? And it's just, there's so many emails I can't reply to all of them. I also forget about half of them too, but I'm debating on taking down those old Cube 3 videos just because I just don't want people contact me anymore about it. Well, Keith, I get that it's a prototype, but at least he could do is a video describing his interaction. Like I'm super duper curious on his interaction with Creality and if they're going to compensate him, because Creality has a horrible reputation of taking something from someone and not giving them credit until the community blasts them. I mean, look at the Ender 3 with all the 3D printed upgrades. So the cable strain relief and the fan duct are the two biggest examples of community. Someone in the community created an STL, did that. It went like wildfire because everyone started printing it. Creality took it, cloned it, injection molded it, and threw it on. And it took months for it took months for the community of badgering Creality to finally say, hey, who made this? We want to reach out to them and say thank you. Are they getting any money for that? Absolutely not. I almost guarantee it. And if they are, that's good for them. But I almost guarantee that they are not getting any money for that. NDAs are tough. I mean, I've only had like what, maybe 2 or 3 NDAs since I started YouTube for stuff that I got, and I had to do it. The Anycube Mega Zero was one of them, because I got before the release, and they wanted my feedback before the release. So I was under an NDA until that came out. But the printer got returned to them, and then it finally came to me. So I just ended up doing it, giving them my feedback, even though it had already launched. But I do still need to do a review video on that printer because I really like that one. All right, I think we're gonna stop it there. We're halfway there. I don't really have a whole lot of faith of that holding on there. All right, let's switch to here. The Tarantula's never going to get a video because you can't buy it anymore. Focus. All right, so here is my tower. Looks like a little bit of, you can see this is where the where it stopped at, obviously. But overall, I have to say that's pretty good looking. I mean, the deviation in color is just from the what's it called, but there's no banding. I can feel some layer deviation that might be from the filament. I mean, that's pretty straight. Really good first layer too. Where you at here? Right here. Look at my hand. A little bit of glue stick on there, but not a bad first layer. Pretty close to ideal. A little bit low on right here, a little bit too low there, but other than that, the white is just some glue stick left over on there. Let's, you know what, let's go ahead, let's go into Idea Maker here. And let's go ahead and try to slice a Benchy. I've never used Idea Maker, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to add a file. 3D print files. Test stuff. 3D Benchy. Okay. How do I delete this? Delete. Okay, all right. So let's, is there like a center? There we go, here's some options here. Center, there we go. And if we do, it's just, we can do start slicing, edit this. So we're gonna just we'll do 2 shells, 0.2. Let's see, infill is 20%, that's fine. It's cubic, let's change it to honeycomb. Let's do gyroid, why not? Setting up for failure. It might be, I don't know, dude. Again, I've never even, your profile's better than anything I have to do. I am seeing a slight bit of wave, Brandon. You're not wrong. But I can't tell if it's the lighting. No, I mean, it's definitely moving. So I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if I can. I wonder if I'll be able to show this on camera. Let me see if I can try real quick. So focus on my hand. So you see right there? See the high spots and low spots? You can see when I put something straight against it, you can see the waves in it. I don't know if that's the bed oscillating, which it very well could, because the bed is still loose. The bed is still not perfectly tight. This is tight. This is not really moving at all. It only moves when I grab the end and actually shake it. Like, that's the whole printer moving there. But I mean, my Z is pretty much solid now. So I'm wondering if those waves are the bed moving, because again, the bed came loose again. Which I have honestly no idea how I can fix that, because I already drilled it. You can't just re-drill these unless I go down to a single screw on that side, which I could do. I could do a single wheel on the outside with an eccentric nut and 2 wheels here, and have a 3-wheel setup. That would work, as long as it's tight. Yes, it was vase mode, Keith. It very well could be cooling as well, but it's pretty consistent. Either way, I want to get this benchy underway. And layer height is 0.48. Traction. What's my traction in Prusa Slicer? Van. No, it's under printer, extruder. It's 3 mil at 40. So it's down to 40, 3 mil. Minimum travel of 1. Minimum travel, let's change that to 2. Let's save that. Slice and dice it. Yep. Export. Mr. Crane. Yep. I have no idea what the speed is. Done. What was the speed for this? Speed. 6 millimeters a second. Okay. Oh, heck, let's, full send. Let's see what happens. Kitty, what are you doing? If you knock over my stuff, you're going to get in trouble. Bro, you were going to knock stuff over. You see this? You guys can't see that. See him? Look at this jerk. Dude, you're going to knock over all that filament, and I'm going to break you. I'm serious. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on, go behind the printers. Go back there. Jim, what's up? Dude. New resin printer, very nice. I need to do some resin printing for my brother. I need to make some time for that. Man, I keep forgetting. And being home all the time right now, I really have no excuse other than I'm being a lazy SOB. So, I need to get on that. Dude! See that guy? Cruising for a bruising, little dude. Okay. All right, Aaron, let's see what happens. Look at your fancy. You got a prime line. I didn't even put that in mine yet. Post on the back here. Or it's just over extruding that first layer, which I think it might be. Let's see. Go back to Idea Maker. Slice, edit. What's the first layer setting? First layer height's 0.2, flow rate's 100. Oh, it's, yeah. First layer extrusion percentage 200%. That's a little bit too big. All right, let's stop that. Yeah, we'll re-slice and do that now. Back to linear. Save that. Slice and dice. Yep. Export. Form 3. Ooh, that is fancy, fancy. Exported, okay. This in here. That, and then let me clear off this other one. Yeah, yeah, that 200% on the first layer was way too much for me. You need to get a snack soon because it's getting a little late. We might actually go ahead and stop here soon, I think. So make sure, let's get this one started, and then I'll try and troubleshoot again why this is wobbling. I'm gonna probably say it's the bed, which again is a fairly easy fix. If I just drill one hole, if I still can't get it teeter, I can drill another hole and put the 4 in, because there's a lot of people who have modified the Ender. This is actually the hole pattern for the Ender 3 bed. I was able to just copy the pattern, print it out, and glue it on there and then drill it out. But a lot of people have altered their Ender 3 bed, so instead of the 4 bolts being, or the 4 wheels being like a square, they went ahead and canted 2 of them down to make kind of like a zigzag to kind of put different pressures on the bed. That seems to be a very common mod for the Ender 3. And again, my drilling could have been off by just a little too much on those wheels, on the holes that I drilled, so would cause it to be a little off. But I think I can adjust. See how this does any better. Shows being way too close to the back here. I wonder if it's because that bed wobble. Anyway, it's definitely looking better. So we're gonna let that run now. And go to the It's very interesting to see the differences in the slicers. Because I was using Prison Slicer for this mainly, and then now I'm just trying out Idea Maker. I haven't gone to a new slicer in a while. I mean, Prison Slicer being the newest one since I've been using S3D for so many years now. Two now. That move all the way in? Yeah. But maybe tonight I'll try and get some of my tools put away and move some of these printers around, get this going, and or try and move it and get the A10 back up here, put a new board in it, and go from there. And Keith, again, I can use the same config that I made for that one. I just have to change the board type for this one. It should be pretty much plug and play, right? I need to find the other thing I need to find is the MakerBase GitHub for this. So this is the, let's see, repositories. This is the SGenL V1. Board type maybe serial ports. Okay. I also need to see. I want that one. I want the pin. Yeah, the thing I need to figure out is the. I can't think what I'm trying to say here. Oh, the jumper settings. I need to figure out the jumper settings for this one. What I want. Here's the data sheet on it. Wiring diagram. Firmware. Marlin 2.0. Don't need any of that. Rep wrap stuff. Come on. Oh, there we go. So when driver's under normal mode, insert jumper caps onto the blue areas. So I just need 3 jumpers, looks like. M0, M1, and M2. So I think this came with jumpers, didn't it? Yeah, here they are. Cat, what are you getting into? I mean, this thing is clipping along. A little faster than I was printing on First Slicer, but kind of wait and see what happens. It might be tomorrow's task. If I end up figuring out that is the bed causing all these issues, tomorrow's task I think is going to be me drilling the carriage for the new wheel placement and seeing if that works. That's it for that. I need to take off all these diag ones because I'm not doing centerless homing. I'll leave the 5-volt on there. Just need to throw in a micro SD card for the firmware. Should work out okay, I think. Hopefully. I say I think, I mean I hope. I'm really curious how this is going to end up performing. Oh, Cat, you're killing me here. So that's what I'm doing. Normal step direction. 2130s and SPI are going to be all of those. Stupid cat. And 2209s is none at all for UART mode. Okay. I did get some more 2209s in. 28 V2s. Did I get 28 V2s in? 2209 V2s. 22.8 V2s. Yes, I did get some. That might be interesting to try out. Ugh. Check. This thing's clipping along. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there because I'm getting hungry and it's getting late and kids got school tomorrow. Kids started school today. It was day 1. So I need to make sure I also get rested so that I can get up early in the morning and help them out. So yeah, so again, this is Master Crane. This is my cheap 3D printer challenge printer that I designed myself to, again, I'm not going to create a challenge and not try it out myself, but I should be really happy with the first thing I've ever fully designed 100% by myself. No real help from anybody. I've gotten some advice from people on Discord, but overall, I mean, this was 100% me in designing this, and it took quite a little bit of time for me, but that's okay. I mean, the whole point of this was for me to learn and also get some other people to learn and try something new over the summer. This competition ends on the 1st, and I keep saying I'm going to do a video, and I need to just sit down and do one, but I need to really get the office cleaned up in here. I got too much stuff here. I need to get some filament put away, and I really just need to get some things cleaned up in here. But yeah, so if you guys are curious on how this is going to turn out, or if you want to talk about what's going on, you can join the Discord. There's some links down below for there. I usually post my progress on there for any of the printers I'm building or what I'm doing for this printer. Several other people are designing their own printers as well. Several people are building their own. A few people have gotten actual prints off theirs. I think Aaron might have got, yeah, he's gotten a few off his. I've gotten a few off mine. There's like 2 or 3 other people that have gotten prints off their printers. So that's really cool to see that people are actually working on this and getting actual prints done. Not all of them are perfect, but again, this is to try and learn and figure that out. If you guys want to support me, just remember that patrons fund a lot of what I do here on the channel. So if you want to help me build some of these crazy printers or custom printers I'm working on, simply become a patron or use some of the links down below. There's affiliate links down there as well, coupon codes for filament and other things like that. So check all that out. And that'll be it. So thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I'm glad this got this mostly figured out, and hopefully the print will come out good, well, awesome, whatever it is. And that'll be it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good night. Happy printing. Wash your hands. Stay safe. I'll see you guys next time.